Hi, welcome back, it's Susan. Jumping straight in, I've got this large stamp in the stamping platform, rubbing with some anti-static powder. I'm going to pop that in so I can stamp this out with some Versamark. I might need to do it twice. Just going to check. Yeah, I'm going to do another one. Just so that I can see that it's taken. And I'm going to use some Cosmic Shimmer Detail Embossing Powder. And that's in Detail Bright Gold. So I'm heating my heat tool up first before I go to the cardstock. As soon as I see it turning, I'm moving my heat tool. Yeah, that's lovely. You can see the shine on that. Now, I've already made a mask from when I've used this stamp before, but there's no sticky left on it. So I'm just going to roll up some not double-sided, it's low-tack tape. So I'm just going to roll it up and just use that, just to tack it down. Just as long as it stays. I'm not bothered about the stem. So putting that in its place. That should work for me. So I'm putting it on the side. I've got my Lavinia Stamps Hill masks. And I'm just having a look to see where I'd like it to be. So now I've got my own ink pads, what I made with the refills. This one's the Speckled Egg, the Oxide. And I'm not doing it all, I'm just doing bits of it. So a bit at the top and then a bit at the bottom. I'm just making a panel down the middle of that image, and I've got pumice stone with a finger dauber, and I'm going to go all those empty places just with that pumice stone, turning it round and doing the opposite side. So where I've got the speckled egg, I'm going to do the pumice stone, and obviously vice versa. Just to give a different effect. And that's done. Taking the mask off. And that's looking lovely. Now I have got a matte layer, and I just want to put that speckled egg around the edge just to tie in. So my actual topper panel. That's 4.5 by 6.5. This mat layer is 5 by 7, and my base card is going to be 5.5 by 7.5, and that's going to be a 10-fold. And that just looks so nice, just having that pop of colour at the back before it goes on to the white. Now, I was toying whether to leave that flower white or not. I have done a sentiment on the computer, and I'm just extending that die to fit my sentiment. So just cutting that out. And I'm not taking it out of the die. I'm going to go round the edge with my ball tool, just along the die edge, just to give a bit of added dimension. You'll see that once it's off. And then adding some speckled egg onto the top. Just lightly all the way round. So when I take that off, I'm going to put it back in the opposite end so that I can do that ball tool trick. And while it's in, flip it and do the speckled egg. That just gives it that little extra dimension. And I'm having that on the bottom. And this is for a lovely lady that's leaving my work. In the centre of the flower, I didn't know whether to colour it or not, or leave it as it is. But I did think I was going to go and put a little bit of the same colours down. So I'm using the ink spots I made just to pop some colour on my mat. Spritz with a bit of water and picking the water up with my brush. And into the ink, just to give a washed effect. I don't want to saturate my card, so I'm just dabbing onto a sponge. I don't want to introduce any other colours to it, keeping it all tonal. Just giving a light wash. Quick and easy. Dabbing that paintbrush off onto my sponge, going into the pumice stone, just for that centre. Adding some more speckled egg down. I'm just going to do the flower, the leaf with the speckled egg as well. And leaving the stalk white. Just that stem to leave it white. Always a little tweak, you know me. Very subtle colours. Getting a white Posca pen and just putting some white dots in the centre. Still making my mind up what I'm going to do next, or should I leave it? I'm going to pop that onto some tape. Same on the opposite one as well. Popping that down. Getting it centred. And just taking that tape off once the corners are right. And I'm going to have my sentiment flat as well. Placing that over the stalk at the bottom, that stem. And having tape on the back of that as well. So doing the same process, just making sure those corners go down where I want them. And taking the tape off. So I've pulled out some Nuvo drops, and I've got the crystal drops. Just testing them on a piece of scrap first, because sometimes they come out a bit fluid, sometimes they're a bit gloopy. So with the one that I'm popping in the centre, that's called Caramel Cream. It's a metallic crystal drop, but just like that one, it came out a bit stringy. So all I've done was got my poker tool, put it back into the shape, and it just pings back. No problem at all. Same again there. Not a problem. And I'm going to put 3 in a line just on that side of the sentiment, and then 2 smaller ones on that bottom corner. Now I did get 2 out, and the other one is still a crystal drop, and it's called Neptune Turquoise. Such a beautiful colour, and I pulled that one out because I thought it went well with that speckled egg. So I hope you've liked it. Like and subscribe. I'll see you again very soon, and thank you for watching.